Welcome back to the Computer Graphics 217 video orientation series. This video is going to focus on the use of the discussion boards. So what I've done is given you a preview of where the discussion boards, when you're looking actually at all the discussion boards in the class, this is what you're going to see. But let's start by actually going back to our point of origin, the announcements page, and you will be led to discussions primarily through your use of the weekly modules. So let's go here to week 1 and let's click on a discussion module that I happen to know is in place. Now I have not labeled it as a discussion, however it is an active hyperlink. So this is, I'm taking Illustrator because this is an assignment where I'm just trying to get to know a little bit about you and your background, what's brought you to this class, and maybe see a little bit of your talent or your hopes for acquiring talent in the use of Illustrator. But what we'll do is you can read this preview here of what's going on in this assignment, and let's click on this because this will take us to the discussion thread. Now what we see is that it takes us, for the first student who lands here, this is what you're going to see. This is asking you to contribute to a discussion forum. So I will be the first brave soul to create a thread. A thread means that I am creating one conversation by making the first words in that conversation. So let's just say, about me, your instructor. That is going to be the name of my thread in the discussion. What I would do is type the body of my message and type all the things that are being asked about me. I am young at heart, and I never majored in art. However, I've been told all my life how much artistic talent I have. Blah, 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 blah. This is where I'm posting my thread. And I have the ability in the discussion thread to do things like manipulate my text. I can select something and make it bold, for example. Or I can inset my text. These are all formatting features that are very similar to Microsoft Word. You just have to kind of experiment with them to see what they mean, what they do. The one that's going to be most important in this class is your ability to upload attachments or insert images, because what I hope to do with the use of discussion forums is to create sort of an informal forum in which you can post your artwork that you're working on, and so your classmates can see it and comment on it or share ideas about things. So in this case, what you might want to do is insert an image. Let's just see what's floating around on my computer. I click on the Insert Edit Image option there, and I'm going to browse my computer, not my content collection, and let's see what we've got here. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm a Mac girl. Biggie Project. Well, here I have this. This is a little poem I made for my friend. Oh, that's not an image. So I'm going to browse my computer, and let's see what we have here. Oh, it's a silly little picture of my son that you've seen of myself. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And there you see it, and I'm going to say Letitia and son, and Letitia and son. That's for students who may be using screen readers, so it's always nice to put this information in here. Someone might be using a device to read them and tell them about what's on screen that they can't see. So these allow us to put descriptions or titles of those things. And let's click Insert, and here we see that within the Blackboard environment, we've posted this picture. I can expand the window to preview what I have put, and then I merely click Submit. And let's see what happens. And you see that I have created a single thread in here. Now, I'm going to delete this particular thread. This is only for the sake of example, but here you have it. That is how discussion threads work. Now, you can click on one to open and read it and see what your classmates have posted, and then you can hit reply to reply to that string. Okay, so you might say, oh, hi, I have a toddler too. You know, something nice. That's going to be part of the discussion forum, is to encourage that feedback back and forth about your work, about what you're learning. Okay, so click submit, and you can see now, let's assume that I was another person, and Letitia Miller made a post which included an image, and Letitia Miller replied to her own posts. So let's reply to other people's posts to have more fun in this class. Anyway, hope that gives you a nice introductory orientation to discussion board features.